what's good, y'all boys? It's Dub, man. Today I'm coming at you with another reaction video. Today I'm reacting to every time LeBron proves Skip Bayless wrong. Now look, bro, Skip Bayless, man, it is really nothing. Skip Bayless been hating on LeBron for what, 20 years? If I don't care what you say, LeBron without even talking about Skip Bayless is making him relevant. Skip Bayless' whole career is based off of LeBron. I heard this man say LeBron not even the top 10, and I be hearing y'all say that. Those of y'all out there that's saying that LeBron not even the top 10, hold on, I ain't done talking. Those of y'all out there that's saying that LeBron not even a top 10 player of all time, you don't know basketball. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. Those of y'all that's putting Magic Johnson and Larry Bird over LeBron, you don't know basketball. And I'm tired of being nice. Tired of telling y'all boys you don't know basketball if you're naming them players over LeBron. Not saying they're not in the top 10, but you don't know basketball. The only person that you can put over LeBron that's not even better than LeBron is Michael Jordan. And I'd be like, okay, that's the only person. It's LeBron or Jordan that's the GOAT. And it's LeBron. But man, I'm ready to get into this video, man. If you're new, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what you want me to react to next. Don't forget to follow my Instagram at tb.dub. Let's go ahead and get into it, man.
Skip Bayless is LeBron James' biggest hater.
And I wanted another commercial where LeBron says, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there with the clutch G.
To say, but yeah, this thing might be like 30 minutes long. To say that LeBron is not clutch, you're dumb. You're dumb. LeBron has been clutch his whole career. LeBron has been, and if I see y'all saying LeBron not clutch, I promise that would be the next video that I drop.
In the fourth quarter of that game, a disaster.
We're gonna leave it.
I watched it with these two lazy repaired eyes. Asa 9, Asa 10, and Asa 11.
It's about to be 2 decades now since it all began, and he still, to this day, denies LeBron's greatness.
If I talk any longer about this, I just might drop LeBron out of my top 10. I'm being overly optimistic and overly nice to LeBron to keep him at number 9.
It is pretty impressive.
Number 9, you can't
because
name 3 players better than LeBron. You can't name 2 players better than LeBron. Stop,
LeBron
man.
has proved him wrong time and time again, and he's still trying to deny it. This old man is crazy. He is a real professional hater. But let's take a look back at every time LeBron proves Skip Bayless wrong.
Take me out. It's my turn. You told me it was my turn.
After the 2010 Eastern Conference semifinals, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers suffered yet another disappointing playoff exit. It was a loss in 6 games to the Boston Celtics, where LeBron certainly didn't have one of his best games to end the series. But LeBron was building a narrative around his name that he just couldn't win despite all the talent he had. Swept in the 2007 finals, second round exit in 2008, conference finals loss in 2009, and now another second round loss. This led to one of the most bold set of takes by Skip Bayless that he's ever made.
Grade his performance, or overall grade for LeBron James in Game 6. What is it, Skip?
I'm going to give LeBron a break today because he did have a triple-double, including 19 rebounds. So I'm going to give him a D-. He's robbing more than...
19 rebounds and he get a D, bro, that's crazy.
Rebounds. So I'm going to give him a D-. He's Robin more than he's Batman. He's Pippen more than he's Jordan. He can't stand up to the pressure. The higher the expectations, the worse he performs. LeBron James was made for the regular season. He's a regular season dynamo. He's made for our SportsCenter plays of the night because he's always number 1 in the regular season. But come postseason time, he's the most overrated, overhyped superstar in my history in this business.
I don't even got
you heard it.
that.
LeBron James is more of a Scottie Pippen than a Michael Jordan. The most overhyped and overrated player ever. He's built for the regular season and can't get it done in the playoffs. That is what Skip had to say after the 2010 playoff exit. But LeBron James was tired of losing, and while being a 2010 free agent, he would make his big decision.
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
To this day, I don't see anything wrong with what he did. If I was LeBron, I would have been left Cleveland. Come on, bro. If you're not giving me the superstars that I need, if you're not giving me the help that I need, because you cannot win a championship team. You cannot take a team to the championship by yourself. And LeBron proved that in what, I think 2018, when he went against KD them in the finals. Come on, bro. LeBron wasn't even supposed to go to the finals that year, but he proved you need help. Everybody that went to the finals and that won the champion, they had help. Curry, Michael Jordan, everyone that won a championship had help, but LeBron not allowed to have it. That's crazy.
This little fan took the news of the basketball star leaving to heart.
I ripped up his poster.
We don't kill that nigga.
Because
we don't kill him.
He left Cleveland in a bad way.
Honestly, I think it was very arrogant, and I think it was a slap in the face to the city.
I feel horrible, disappointed. I can't believe that he would do that to Cleveland. I hope he never wins any championships wherever he's at, because he's a loser. He's not a winner.
We don't kill him. We don't kill him. Then as soon as he came back, y'all want, man, get off my nigga.
I feel like my girlfriend just left me.
LeBron was getting ate up for this move. This was the moment that he became the villain of the NBA and the most hated player. But shit, even with all these new haters, nobody was on the level of Skip. But one of Skip's biggest arguments against LeBron James back then, and even still to this day, is that he is not a killer. He's not clutch. In the biggest moments of the game, he defers and disappears. But after a statement Game 5 where LeBron closed out the Chicago Bulls in the 2011 Conference Finals, Stephen A. started cooking that man Skip Bayless.
The issue here really, anybody that
I love that by Stephen A.
understands what LeBron James did last night. But the fact that LeBron James did what he did in the last 2 minutes of the game, when you have spent years crucifying this dude, now you still sit here, the audacity of you to call him Prince James, but there is nobody on the planet Earth that goes to such extreme measures to nitpick this kid the way that you do. Would you at least acknowledge that?
For a second, it looked like LeBron James was completely flipping the script about his playoff performances in history. But then he had the absolute worst moment of his career in the 2011 NBA Finals, which of course would be Skip's best moment. He still brings it up to this day because it's pretty much all that he has.
This was his turn and his time to live up to being a back-to-back MVP and the most talented player this game has ever seen. And this time, he wasn't even LeBron James. He was Alfred James. This was just pathetic. I mean, come on. I was rooting for Miami, and I wanted another commercial where LeBron says, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there with the clutch gene, because he doesn't have any clutch gene. We saw it.
With the whole everything, like Skip can go all this you want, but you gotta come on, bro. I think his favorite player is Michael Jordan. I never seen him say nothing bad about Michael Jordan. That just goes to show. Like, old heads, when you think about Michael Jordan, they think of God, which is crazy. They call this man Black Jesus. I would never in my life call him that. I don't care who gave him that nickname. That would never come out of my mouth. I'm never calling that man Black Jesus. But that's crazy how they look at him. Like he has no faults. That's crazy.
All-time pathetic performance. He scores 2 late points on a conceded little layup. Are you kidding me?
Bro, do y'all see how happy this man is? He is hopping up out of his seat with excitement. Bro, I thought I was a real hater, but Skip is different. There's never been somebody more happy about another man's failure than Skip Bayless. But because of how good the Miami Heat were, Skip never really shut down the idea of LeBron getting a championship. Instead, he continued to say that it would be because of Dwayne Wade, not himself.
I want to know what you're going to say, though.
When he wins?
Yes.
I'll say he should thank Dwayne Wade.
Bro, if that's the case, Michael Jordan should have been thinking Scottie Pippen. And he should have. He ain't win nothing until Scottie Pippen. Man, that's all crazy.
Seriously.
It's crazy.
Dwayne Wade's still the best player in basketball. And I salute it. And I applaud it.
The best player in what?
Yes, he is, in basketball. And I applauded LeBron James.
Maybe.
Look, LeBron...
I heard of a guy named Kevin Durant.
Okay, I love Kevin Durant.
I heard a guy named LeBron James.
Right now, Kevin Durant is better than LeBron James.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and admit that Wade, without a doubt, had the better NBA Finals series in 2011. It's not close, but that shouldn't be enough to say he's the team's best player. LeBron just had a series where he disappeared. It is what it is. And obviously, he also said that he would take Durant over James, which brings me to Skip's next egregious take.
Let's talk about the NBA. You talked earlier, you didn't agree about LeBron. I want you to give me your top 5 now of that top 500 players in the NBA.
Take it away, Skip Bayless.
Okay, number 1, I'm sticking with it even though he let me down in the NBA Finals. Dwayne Wade. Agree, disagree?
Agreed.
Thank you. Number 2, and I thought long and hard about this, but because he yet has no...
Nobody around that time besides Kobe was even in the argument of saying that they're better than LeBron. Dwayne Wade was never better. Kevin Durant was never better than LeBron. You just saw somebody that can shoot. Dirk, stop. Carmelo, stop. The disrespect is crazy.
And this might be a video focused on Skip, but I'm not letting your ass off the hook, Stephen A.
Now, I agree with you with Dwayne Wade at number 1. Are you taking notes? You need to write this down. You need to...
Apparently, it's written down for him.
Dwayne Wade.
Apparently, I talked you into number 1.
The 2012 NBA season would be one of LeBron's best. He was beginning to really solidify himself as the best player in the league, and his name was at the top of the MVP race.
I am shocked you could make any kind of case for this man being MVP. He disqualified himself from ever winning another MVP when he joined forces with D-Wade and Bosh. Case in point as to why LeBron James should not even be in the MVP discussion right now.
Oh man, it's shocking that a case could be made. My brother in Christ, he's averaging 28, 8, and 7 while clearly separating himself as the team's best player. What are you cooking, man? Around this time, another big headline was that LeBron could already be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and Skip's argument was in the gutter.
LeBron could have retired. LeBron could have retired in the Miami Heat days and would have been in the Hall of Fame. Please stop.
Thiago Splitter is already a first ballot Hall of Famer in the basketball. I think that Thiago Splitter is already a first ballot Hall of Famer in the basketball Hall of Fame because everybody gets in. I think Caruso's going to get in due time. Stephen A. Smith will get in due time. Maybe. That's a big maybe. But I can't respect the criteria for getting into the Basketball Hall of Fame the way I can the Baseball and the Football Hall of Fame. So if I'm judging by those standards, the baseball and football standards, there is no way that LeBron James is already a first ballot Hall of Famer.
You're making no sense.
Okay, let me finish.
You're reaching.
Okay, let me finish. 5 and 6.
Game 5.
Okay, but both of them.
Game 5.
Both of them. 5 and 6.
He had a triple-double in game 6.
But he was it was still not LeBron performance. That was pathetic, and you know it, and I know it, and they flamed out, and he disappeared. And it was pathetic. That was not LeBron James. He should have taken that game over. Okay, now let's get to just let.
This is some prime first take right here. Skip and Stephen A yelling over each other is unmatched. But I find it hilarious how Skip tried so desperately to move the goalposts here. I definitely agree. The Basketball Hall of Fame has lower standards, and he is a basketball player, so that's why he's first ballot. Who cares if LeBron doesn't live up to the NFL Hall of Fame standards? Do you see this motherfucker wearing a helmet and shoulder pads? No. To end the season though, LeBron would win his 3rd MVP and made another NBA Finals appearance. I also can't forget to mention Game 6 of the conference finals that year when LeBron went ballistic with his legacy on the line. Skip couldn't talk shit then, and he certainly couldn't talk shit after LeBron won his first championship and Finals MVP against Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. By the way, that's the same Kevin Durant that Skip always said was better than LeBron James.
I think Kevin Durant is more of a complete package. He is a far better shooter than LeBron ever thought about being. I'm talking about jump shots and especially free throws. He is, as you say, a far better closer.
Well, while we're talking about it, do you have a problem with the color socks LeBron James is wearing? How about the glasses? How about the collar of his collar on his shirt? I mean, with you, anything's possible the way you're going to complain about this guy. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Kevin Durant, we all love Kevin Durant. He's a superstar. But at the same time, he does not play defense the way LeBron James does. He does not impact a game.
You know what?
Yeah, I wonder if LeBron is a better defender than Kevin Durant. Yeah, well, in the 2013 NBA season, he finished 2nd in Defensive Player of the Year voting. This was also the 5th straight year that LeBron made the All-Defensive First Team, which is hilarious considering Kevin Durant has never made a single All-Defensive team in his entire career. But the 2013 season was arguably LeBron's best. He was almost the first unanimous MVP, but some fucking guy had to vote for Carmelo Anthony, which Skip probably paid him to do, and he would lead the Miami Heat to another NBA Finals appearance, this time against Skip's Spurs. After a legendary 4th quarter performance by LeBron with the shot by Ray Allen to cap it off, Miami forced the Game 7.
I picked the Spurs in 7 games the moment they finished off the Memphis Grizzlies in their sweep. I tweeted it immediately, Spurs in 7. And I have resolution. I have conviction. I remain completely confident in my pick that the Spurs tonight will play a similar game to Game 6. The score will stay on the same path that it took in Game 6, except this time, my Spurs will make the championship plays down the stretch that will win them their 5th ring.
But it wasn't the San Antonio Spurs who made the championship plays down the stretch. It was LeBron James. I know this man was sick. But the next season in 2014, Miami would rematch the Spurs in the finals where they would lose. And LeBron had another pending free agency decision. But before that, Skip gave one of the worst predictions in the history of sports.
I will go right down the list of teams that will forever regret passing on Johnny Manziel, who pretty soon will change football life in Cleveland, Ohio. One day, I am predicting, Johnny Manziel will become even bigger in the city of Cleveland than his buddy and business partner LeBron James ever.
Who the f is Johnny Manziel? Why would a nigga, bro? Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm not even from Cleveland. When you think of Cleveland, what's in Cleveland besides LeBron James? Stop, bro. This is crazy. It's ridiculous how he just. I love Skip. He funny to me, but it's crazy how LeBron never said nothing bad. LeBron never talked about this man. LeBron never I don't think nobody even asked him a question about Skip. I don't think nobody ever asked him a question about Skip, but it's crazy how he just always ignored him, and Skip Bayless just made a career off of LeBron James, and nobody sees the problem. If somebody was to go on ESPN and just clown Michael Jordan, they would be, bro, come on, man, they would be kicked off. Couldn't talk about the NBA at all.
Cleveland than his buddy and business partner LeBron James ever was in the city of Cleveland. One day.
Not only was Johnny Manziel a terrible player in the NFL, but that free agency decision by LeBron James was to return to Cleveland. As if his prediction weren't bad enough, just with how trash Manziel is, everything else possible did go wrong for him. He says this guy is going to be bigger in Cleveland than LeBron, and 2 months later, LeBron returns to Cleveland. That's actually fucking hilarious. But listen, man, his takes only get worse, people.
It says more than 1,400 registered voters, 77% of them believe that Michael Jordan is the greatest NBA player of all time, and 34% said MJ would beat LeBron James one-on-one right now at the age of 52.
You know, Stephen A.
Oh gosh, don't do this.
You know? He just might.
Don't do
He
this.
just might be able to. So if right here, right now, Michael would stop smoking his cigars.
Okay.
Change his diet up. If you gave him, I'm gonna say 2 months.
Okay.
2 months
Okay.
into the off season. Okay.
Okay.
2 months is all I would need. I would train him actually.
Bro,
And
Michael Jordan has never played anybody like LeBron. I don't care how old he was, how old he is now. Michael Jordan is not, bro. Michael Jordan is not clamping LeBron. Stop it. I don't know where LeBron got all this hate from, man. It couldn't be when he went to Miami. That probably played a big part, but he was getting hate when he was in Cleveland. This is crazy.
I believe that on intangibles alone, we're talking about the mentally toughest superstar in the history of sport going up against head-to-head with a man in LeBron James whose mental toughness has sometimes been a little in question in the biggest moments.
Yes, when Jordan's mental toughness motivates him to score 2 points instead of 0 in a one-on-one against LeBron James because he's an old-ass man. He is definitely trolling, though. I'm more considerate about the 34% of NBA
Michael
fans
Jordan
that
is
think
not
a
cooking LeBron.
52-year-old
No,
MJ can
stop.
beat LeBron James. My God, our education system has failed us. We're cooked. But back to that Manziel prediction, it's already horrendous as it is. But you know what? Just imagine if LeBron, brought a championship to Cleveland. Skip Bayless, that will not happen.
It's not only is it not going to happen, Golden State will win easily in the finals also. Golden State is on a mission to get revenge on not just LeBron.
Best finals, bro. Best finals.
So make that 3 NBA championships, 3 finals MVPs, 4 MVPs, and averages of 27, 7, and 7 at this point in his career. This is the moment when people really started to recognize that he is one of the greatest players of all time, undoubtedly top 5. So what does Skip think?
I'm looking at the top 5, and I say there's no way that LeBron James belongs above. I'll just throw out 5 players to you. Michael Jordan, enough said. Magic Johnson, enough said. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, and then my man Tim Duncan. 5 rings with only one.
Oh my God, bro, he can't talk about. I don't care what he say. I don't care what y'all say. He can't bring up basketball. Magic Johnson is nowhere near LeBron. I don't care how many highlights y'all want me to look at. And Tim Duncan is highly slept on. Bill Russell's not better than LeBron. Stop it. And I'm not saying he's trash. I know that's what y'all finna say. Bill Russell is not up there with LeBron. Magic Johnson is not up there with LeBron. Tim Duncan is not that, bro. Stop, bro. Y'all, bro. I promise you, bro, the people that be commenting these things, you know nothing about basketball. Nothing.
Finals loss.
You're just stuck in the past. Stop it.
If we're just talking about in a vacuum, if I could start a team with either a 22-year-old LeBron James or a 22-year-old Larry Bird, I'm taking Larry Bird.
Larry Bird talk, Skip, you are finished. This won't be the last time that we hear about his terrible all-time rankings, though. It gets even worse, trust me. But let's get back to that missing clutch gene narrative. I know y'all remember that one.
I sat back in front of my television and I yelled, "What are you doing, LeBron?" And I yelled so loudly that my new puppy Hazel thought I was mad at her. And for the 1,000th time, I'm going to say it again. LeBron James, as great as he is, as gifted as he is, was not born with a clutch gene.
Over the last decade, that whole he's a choker, he can't close, he's not clutch thing, that's been completely put to bed. After his 4-year run with Cleveland, though, it was time for LeBron's next chapter, joining the Los Angeles Lakers. And after trading for Anthony Davis, the Lakers wanted to make one more massive move in the 2019 offseason. They were trying to sign Kawhi Leonard, who wanted to play for his hometown in Los Angeles. But he would end up signing with the Clippers instead, as they traded for Paul George, and Skip was loving this.
Number 2 dropped a stealth bomb that changed NBA history in my estimation, because it effectively ended LeBron's championship possibilities. LeBron James is not going to win another...
And then they gonna say, oh, the bubble. This is how dumb this is. The fact that it's LeBron that won the bubble ring, it doesn't count. It was no fans, blah, blah, blah. It's a Mickey Mouse ring. If that would have been Michael Jordan, oh man, y'all don't understand what he had to grow through. Just the testing, being away from his family. That's the toughest championship of all time. That's exactly what y'all would have said, bro. Y'all
championship without number 2.
Skip continued to stand on this as well as he made bets with Shannon. He was so sure that there was no way LeBron could win an NBA championship after Kawhi joined the Clippers.
Lakers will win the title next year.
Really?
I want 50 cases of dew on it right now.
Okay, done.
50 cases.
50, I'm writing it down.
I just accepted 50 cases on the Lakers winning the title. Yeah. Done. Okay. If, in fact, your man LeBron is able to carry these Lakers to a title, to the championship, to the chip,
about George Lopez
at age 35, I will come out here not only in a 23 Laker jersey, but I'll get me a, what did he call it, a fake little wig.
This is even funnier when you think about how much he gassed up the difficulty of LeBron winning a championship in 2020. Just the idea of it, man, it would be so hard for him to do it. He's not gonna do it. He has to carry the Lakers. He's 35 years old. And what do you know? LeBron goes out here and does it. Skip was gassing up the difficulty, and LeBron did it. That's sad, man, because he legitimately believed that LeBron was not gonna pull this off. By the way, carrying the Lakers, come on, man, he didn't carry. That was a pretty poor narrative on Skip's part, which honestly, at this point, are we even surprised? By the way, all those things that Skip said he was gonna do, you know, all these bets and everything, he never did any of this. However, what he did do was put together one of the worst top 10 all-time lists ever created.
LeBron James is not better than Michael Jeffrey Jordan, whom I have number 1. I'm sorry, he's not better than Magic at 2, or Shaq at 3, or Kareem at 4, or Tim Duncan at 5. LeBron's just not better than Bill Russell, or Kobe, or Larry Bird. I have Larry Bird at 8.
4-time champion, 4-time Finals MVP, 4-time MVP, 18-time All-Star, 18-time All-NBA. Shit, he's even about to be the NBA's all-time leading scorer next season. But no, sir, I will rank him below Larry Bird. LeBron James passed up Larry Bird back in like 2013, man. This dude living in the past. Matter of fact, he's not even living in the past, he's just living in a fantasy land. Skip is an unserious individual. And I think the funniest part of everything is that he continues to say, I don't hate LeBron with a straight face. I don't know how he does it, because this guy clearly hates LeBron James. But LeBron's greatness is undeniable. His legacy...
Bro, you know what, man? I'm done. Oh, video done anyway, man. I'm tired of this, bro. The hate that LeBron get is crazy, man. The amount of patience that this man has is wild. I would have probably ignored Skip too, because that's just what he wants. When LeBron retired, bro, Skip Bayless, his career, that junk is over with. Done. Built a whole career, 20-some years just based off of LeBron. And he never replied back. Crazy. But man, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below. Give me y'all top 10, bro. I promise you, if I don't love none of y'all comments with y'all top 10, you don't know basketball. That simple. I mean, don't forget to follow my Instagram at tv.doug. I'm out.